This is the plaintiff, Joanne Rivera. She says her former boyfriend, the defendant, is nothing more than a serial philanderer who dated a married woman while they were together and has had a string of girls since they broke up. While they were together, he would hit her up for money, and foolishly, she loaned him some. She also bought him all sorts of things he's not returning. And, well, here they are. She's suing for $5,000 for all she's owed. This is the defendant, Martin Size Jr. He says the plaintiff got great satisfaction buying her men things like televisions, jet skis, and even a car. Everything she bought him was a gift, and it's only out of the vindictiveness that she's now coming after him after discovering he had another girl on the side. He's accused of being a real cad. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $5,000 for deposit he made on a car that the plaintiff took back.
Delegates have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay, Joanne Rivera?
Yes.
You are suing Martin Sias, your former boyfriend, I guess, for $5,000, a statutory maximum in your state, that according to you, for cash he borrowed and items and belongings that he has not returned to you. You are counterclaiming against her $5,000 for a deposit you put on a card which was in her name, which she has now taken back. What exactly is going on between you two?
Basically, Martin and I started dating in February of '08.
How did you two meet?
We were introduced by a mutual friend.
And what is the age difference between you two?
11 years? 9
Okay.
years? I don't remember.
Now, you were single at the time?
Yes.
You had just been widowed.
Yes.
How did your husband die?
It was a malpractice suit. He had an infection that went undiagnosed.
Okay. How long had you been a widow before that you met?
Almost 2 years.
2 years. You have children?
2.
How old?
10.
Twins?
Yes.
Okay. There was nothing else after that. All right. Okay, so you meet Martin, and Martin's 13 years your junior? How many years your junior?
I think 11, 9 or 11, I don't remember.
9 or 11 years your junior. And, and what happens?
And things just happened. You know, I had given him a credit card because
You gave him a credit card, why?
Actually, I had given him a credit card because he was going to Puerto Rico to see his grandparents and needed to rent a car and wasn't able to do that on his own. So
What would he do if you didn't exist? He's a
I don't
grown
know.
man.
I don't know.
Oh, well, whatever he was going to do if you didn't exist, then why didn't he just do that with you existing? Why would you have to give him a credit card over that?
Well, I didn't have to.
You did, so you chose to give him a credit card.
Right.
How many credit cards did you choose to give him?
2.
So you put 2 credit cards in his name.
Right.
Is he working or no?
Yes.
What does he do?
He's a personal trainer.
Is that how you met him or no?
No.
And you would pay those expenses and he was free to just spend whatever he wanted?
Well, he would ask me when he bought things if it was okay.
Did you think you had to do that to keep him around?
No.
So go on with your tale of woe. What ends up happening? You're paying for 2 credit cards for him, and then what happens? He decides he wants to open up a business.
Right.
Right, and the business he wants to open up is what?
A personal training gym.
Okay, and so you decide that you're going to loan him money to open up a personal training gym?
No, I never lent him money to open up the gym.
Okay, but then you go to the gym that he's opened up, right? And then he tells you all the equipment he needs at the gym.
No, that's not how it transpired.
Okay, you bought him equipment for the gym, right?
Yes.
Because I don't have 2 years to go through this relationship
Okay.
here today. You know what I mean? So I don't mean to yell at you because I'm sure that you are very embarrassed as we stand here about the way. Are you not embarrassed? Oh,
No.
please tell me you're embarrassed.
Well, I feel that
Okay,
I
if you're
was
not
at a
embarrassed, I'm going to feel the
vulnerable
need to embarrass you. I'm sorry. Okay? You put 2 credit cards in his name. That's not enough, though. You decide that you're going to buy him a car. Correct?
No, I didn't buy him a car.
Okay. You bought a car for him to drive that was in your name because he has no credit and he has no money.
It was
correct?
not in my
name.
name.
You tell me what happened with the car. Go ahead.
We felt pretty comfortable the first couple of months of our relationship. I just, I saw a car, I said that would be a really nice car to have.
How did you see a car? You saw a car drive by?
Yeah, no, it was a Honda. It was a Honda.
Oh, it was on the lot.
No, it was just driving by, yeah.
And then what happened?
She said,
Come on, Papi, let's go buy it for you?
Something like that.
Okay.
But I had my own car. I had my own motorcycle.
Did you put any money down on the car?
I put $5,000 down on the car.
And then the rest of it was what? It wasn't in your name. Why wasn't it in your name?
I couldn't afford it. I couldn't. My credit wasn't substantial enough.
Okay. So you put $5,000 down on the car, and then she bought you the car and put it in her name. And then who's supposed to make the payments on the car?
I made a few payments. With the money that I got from my motorcycle, I made a few payments in the beginning. When I couldn't afford it, she paid for the...
And yet you still had the car.
Correct.
And who paid for the insurance on the car?
She did.
And yet you still had the car.
Correct.
Right? Okay, that's not buying him a car? I don't know what planet you're living on where that's not buying him a car. You should be embarrassed. Now, you find out that he's apparently two-timing you.
3 times.
Three-timing you. How did you find out?
Well, I had called him one morning and his girlfriend answered the phone.
What time of the morning?
4 o'clock.
Because you obviously you suspected, though.
No, I was out with friends and I was just calling him to tell him I was having a good time.
Oh, you were drinking with friends, and then that 4 o'clock in the morning phone call happens.
Right.
And so you call him now. When was the last time you had seen him before that?
That day.
Oh, that day. So you truly had no clue?
Well, afterwards I found out that he was seeing her since December.
Okay, so tell me about the phone call. Okay, so a girl answers and you go, "Who's this?" She goes, "Who's this?" Right?
Right, and that was it.
No, but didn't you say who each other were?
Yeah, she said she was the girlfriend, and I said I was the woman he loves, and then he got on the phone.
Okay. And so he got on the phone and said and did what?
Well, he was drunk, so he didn't say much.
Okay. Did you ever
But I
find
did-
out about, you said 3-timing. Mm-hmm. How did that come about?
Well, I found out about the married woman that he was seeing for 2 years.
While he was seeing you?
Yes.
How'd you find out about her?
I called her. I Facebooked
No, but how
her,
did you
actually.
find out about her?
It was a client of his.
You suspected it?
Yes.
And so you called her and said, "Are you seeing him?" How did
I
it come out?
Facebooked her and said, I need to talk to you about Martin Sayers.
And then she called you?
Yes.
And then what?
We sat on the phone talking.
For how
And she
long
told
were
me
you two
everything.
talking? What made each person divulge their secret?
But there was an instant connection, I guess.
Is she in the room?
I'm sorry?
Is she? You heard me.
Yes.
Don't stall for more time. You heard me.
Yes, she is.
Does she not want to testify? Is that what's going on?
That's correct.
But she apparently has a lot to say.
I guess so.
Is it Leah, the blonde?
The blonde.
The beautiful blonde in the front row? Do you want to come up and talk to me? My understanding is you don't want your last name used. You want to think about it a second? I'll keep going. Now, according to you in your complaint, you say that he stole Leah's wedding ring.
That's correct.
Okay. Leah, do you want to tell me about that or not? Come on. Okay, go ahead and come where the microphone is. Okay, what happened?
I was missing my wedding ring. And when Joanne had contacted me and we put all of this together, I knew nothing about Joanne. I did know about
How
Elena.
did you? Can I just ask you a question though? Because you were married when this occurred. Why did you confess to her when she called you?
Because my husband and I had already gone through everything, and he knew everything at that point. We had already discussed the whole 9 yards.
Are you still with your husband?
Thankfully,
so you're trying
yes.
to work this
We're trying
out.
to work it out,
Okay.
yes.
Then that doesn't explain to me why though you don't say to her, "Look, this is a private matter. I don't really want to discuss this," and hang up on it. Like you wanted to
Well,
talk.
because at that point, then it dawned on me that he probably took my ring.
How did you uncover that?
She and I, had this whole long 8-hour conversation, long distance from Bermuda.
Really? Was it really 8 hours?
8 hours.
In one shot?
It took us to figure this whole thing out and
Really?
put all the timelines.
Wow. How did you figure out the ring thing?
So we went to his gym, his new gym, and I said, I know you have my ring. Give it back.
Did you make a scene?
I mean, it wasn't.
Oh, come on. There's no point if you didn't make a scene.
Slightly. No, I mean, it wasn't too sceney. There was he called the police, so the police were there, so there was
Sceney
nothing.
enough. And then was she with you?
Yeah, she was
And was
there.
she saying, "I want my jet skis back"?
No, she wanted her gym equipment back and
Oh,
the
my
things
gym-
that she
okay.
felt entitled to.
Okay.
And I said, I know you have my rings. Please just give me my rings back.
Oh, you must have just died when you saw the two of them walk in together. You didn't know that they had connected, right?
He knew by then.
I suspected.
He'd already seen us together.
Where?
Oh, because I went to the gym where he was employed, and I was very furious. I wanted to cancel my gym membership because I also still kept my membership at the gym where we had met, because he would take gym clients on the sly to their homes and pocket the money. And I went to the gym and I said, don't you check the criminal records of the people that you
Well,
hire
what made you think
here?
he had a criminal record?
I found out by then that he had one.
Do you have a criminal record?
I do.
What is it?
I don't feel like discussing it.
Do you feel like having
You
them
have it,
discuss it, or
copy.
would you like to couch it in
Okay.
terms that are? You have to discuss it. You're testifying, so it's a completely relevant and appropriate question for somebody who has to decide whether you're telling the truth to know about your convictions. So tell me about your convictions.
What, I've had a DWI. I was convicted of stealing rims from a car, and that was about it.
And what do you say his priors are?
There's a list, quite a list. Possession of stolen property, larceny. I know he was arrested for printing fake traveler's checks at a bank. He, in fact, when I
And
went
you had
to
him around your kids?
when
How
I
old are
went to
your
the
kids?
police,
10.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
when I went to the police, finally, after he called the police on us, the police told us, which is why we're here, you, me, need to go to the police department and file a report about your stolen rings, and you need to go to civil court.
Okay.
So that's exactly what we did.
And has there been an arrest or no?
Yes.
Have you had your criminal case yet?
No.
What
So
ended
he
up...
went, and the day after that we went to when I went to the gym and I said, please give me my ring back. I don't have your ring. I love you. I would never steal from you, blah, blah, blah. He went that day and pawned it. But I went to the police department and filed a police report. He had told her of a pawn shop that he used regularly. She says, well, have them check. She went with me to the police and said, you need to check this pawn shop. They went there, and sure enough, he had pawned them. And the pawn shop guy
You
said...
messed with the wrong two women. I mean, it's Glenn Close squared. Is what that is over there.
We like animals. We don't boil rabbits.
I'm reading through your answer to the complaint. I don't deny she bought me a lot. They were all gifts. I could have fought to keep everything because they were gifts, but I am not a jerk. Okay. These two women tried to buy me, but it didn't work. Both women have money, so the lawsuits are not about the money. She would pay your child support? Joanne would pay your child support?
No, there was a time I fell behind, and she knew that I fell behind, and she felt, she could help me, so she helped me, and...
What else did she get you?
She was very generous. She got me a couple of things. She bought me a big screen TV.
How many inches?
42. She bought a jet ski.
Jet ski? Go ahead.
Just miscellaneous things here and there.
You also got him a watch, a $5,000 watch, right?
Yes.
What's the deal? You find this woman, she's 11 years older than you, she's going through a difficult time in her life, and you decide that you're going to sap her of every penny she has because you can? Because
Actually,
she's got money and you want money?
Not exactly, no.
Not exactly, but that's exactly what it looks like. You're accepting jet skis, you're accepting... It doesn't sound to me like you're the kind of guy who insists on whipping out the credit card. If you're allowing her to buy you TV screens and you're allowing her to buy you jet skis, tell me about that. What put you in the position of being a gigolo?
I don't find myself to be a gigolo.
The other name I was going to use was prostitute, but I tried to be a little bit more forgiving and call you a gigolo. So if you're accepting a constant flow of money from this older woman who obviously has great feelings for you that you do not have for her because you're busy with her, okay, can you tell me what it is other than using and abusing her?
I don't know.
Okay. So how did you spend an entire year with her? Did you love her?
No.
So why would you spend the entire year? You loved the jet skis and the widescreen TVs and all the other stuff?
It was
the
a
car?
relationship. It was a casual
Doesn't sound like a relationship. It sounds like a business deal. Okay, well, were you three-timing them?
No.
Well, what were you doing?
I was two-timing them.
And welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So can she get her money back, for even if they are gifts, on grounds that this was given under false pretenses because he was cheating on her?
No.
Why?
Because a gift is a gift.
A gift is a gift, but can't there be a string attached here?
Sure there can, not in this case, though.
So you have to actually say, I'm giving it to you, but only if you don't cheat?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you ever say that to somebody?
No, but it's just like the understanding. If you give them a gift, they keep it.
A gift is forever.
Yeah.
Got your point. Going inside the courtroom.
Okay. She takes the car back, and she's suing you now for $1,500 that she says was a loan, I guess when he opened up the business, $1,300 that you say was a loan after he opened up the gym? Do you
No.
still have the gym?
I do.
Okay.
That's
When did the
not what the money-
$1,300 come?
After we broke up, he came to me and asked me to lend him $500 for some business that he wanted to start called Monavie. That is not the gym. And then...
And you loaned it to him?
Yes.
Okay.
And he said that he would pay me back. Now, I have paid for other things for him. I know the difference between a loan and a gift. And then...
Was this the first thing that was a loan?
Yes.
Okay. And then?
And then in June, he came to me and said that, this is actually how I realized that he was having an affair with Leah, was because in June, he came to me and said that Leah hit on him and that he was no longer able to train her, and that he wasn't able to pay his rent, and could I lend him money to pay his rent, which he told me was $800, which afterwards I found out is a lie. His rent is $200.
So it was 500, and then it was
800.
the other 800?
Yes.
Okay. And if he hadn't paid the 500 back, why did you loan him the 800?
Because he was desperate.
He was desperate, not you were desperate.
No, I was no longer with him. I wasn't desperate.
Oh, it sounds like you wanted him back. When you're
No,
calling him
I
at
was
4 in the
already
morning
with
when you're drunk
someone
with your
else.
girlfriend's clubbing, yeah, and you're very concerned about finding out, 4 months after you break up with somebody, whether or not he was two-timing you at the time, and then you make it your life's mission to, yeah, it sounds like he may not be the only one who's desperate. Now, let's talk about the car.
He sold his motorcycle and wanted to buy a new car, and he said that he would have the down payment for the car, and we went to the dealership. He picked out the car. He said that he was able to afford it, and the car was purchased under my business's name. As time went by, he made one car payment.
He made
one car payment, and then I paid the rest of them.
Okay, and then he made 2 more when you broke up, and then
he
you
made
paid
2 more when we broke up. When
And
we
then you
broke
made
up
2.
and I took back the car, he begged me for his $5,000 deposit back. And I said to him, there is no $5,000.
So he used
you
the car for how
drove the car
long?
for a year and a half.
A year
You
and a
put
half.
almost 40,000 miles on
Okay.
it.
And
so
you
the
paid
car
his
has
insurance.
depreciated.
And you paid his insurance.
And I paid his insurance. He was not able to comprehend depreciation of a car.
Okay. What happened to the jet ski and the TVs and everything
The
else?
jet ski was in my garage.
Okay. So he never physically had possession
The
of
jet ski was purchased to be put on top of my brother's boat, not for Martin Sayers to drive. And Martin went, and
How about
I
the watch?
told him.
How about the $5,000 watch?
He told me that he sold that on eBay.
And you say you returned the watch?
Yeah, she got the watch back.
I do not.
You do too.
The only watch I have back is the diving watch that was a big $200.
No,
I
you
do
got-
not have the Breitling.
You
You're
don't
a
have-
liar.
You don't have the Breitling yet.
You're a liar. You've been lying behind the Bible since the day I met you.
So the Breitling that you said was your husband's, I never gave that back to you?
That's not the Breitling that I bought you. She's talking
Well,
about
that
the
should-
Breitling that I bought you.
Oh, you don't even know what I didn't know I was talking about 2 Breitlings. So there's 2 Breitlings?
Yeah.
You know what? Okay. I hope that I really hope this, and I don't know that it's going to be the case, but I really, really hope that you have gotten what you need out of this case so that you can then go on to the business of living the rest of your life.
That's why I'm here
today. I really
today.
hope that.
That's really
because
why
the
I'm
bottom
here
line
today.
is that the best revenge is living well.
And
okay?
that's exactly
And
why
then
I'm
just
here.
moving on and saying, I cannot believe I did this. I will never place myself in this position again, ever. I will never place myself in this position again. I will never shower this kind of money on a guy. If a guy's taking it, it's because he doesn't really care about me. That is it. And if a woman is taking it, nonsense, because she doesn't really care about the guy. It's no different. I don't know if there's a darn thing that this court or anybody else is going to be able to teach you, because this is inbred in your soul. If you have the capacity to use people who clearly have great feelings for you, then you are more evil than I can find words for. Okay? Because it's not just, hey, I'm dating them and they're buying me a gift here and a gift there. It is a systematic pattern of loosening these women who have problems from their money and getting them to fund your way in life. How your girlfriend can see this case and not run to the nearest exit is beyond me, but that is her decision. As for the $1,300 and the $4,444.52 in belongings that you say he didn't return, I cannot possibly be expected to separate the pots and pans of your 1.5-year relationship and figure out what was a gift and what was a loan when you spent 1.5 years trying to buy him. And then you discover the big reveal that he's 3-timing you. How can you ever expect me to stand here and say, yeah, I'm positive that that part was a loan, even though she was buying him nonstop before then? As opposed to, hey, I'm not so positive, because magically this stuff becomes a loan when she finds out that he's 3-timing her at 4 in the morning.
Well, I'm not asking for
No.
everything.
You think that was a question. That was a statement. And as for your counterclaim against her and the corporation for the $5,000 that you put into the car, you have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. You drive this car for a year and a half. Somebody else is making payments on it. Somebody else is paying the insurance on it. And you think that a court of law is going to say, oh, yeah, he should be completely in the clear. God forbid he spend one penny on anything during the course of this year and a half. You go ahead and you fund that $5,000 too because she took the car back? I consider that $5,000 your use and enjoyment of the car for a year and a half. If you'd have rented it, it would have cost you more than that. Okay? So I consider that what it costs to drive a car that nice. It depreciates by $5,000 like every year. Between insurance and everything else, that's what it costs. So, yeah, that is your use and enjoyment of it for a year and a half. She is not going to pay you back the $5,000 any more than you are going to pay her the $5,000. I don't have a case between you and Leah, thank the good Lord. So I hope that this does it. But I don't hope this is, I get great pleasure out of seeing you torment him because he deserves it. But I don't think it's good for you.
No, I'm done.
I don't care about him anymore. Seriously, look at me. I want you to look at me. Look at me when I'm talking to you. This is really about you at this point, okay? Mm-hmm. It's time. You done?
I've been done.
Okay, put the nail on the coffin, you're done, all right? That's my verdict, folks. Go home.
Let's talk to the defendant first, coming out of the courtroom here after this case. What's your feeling about this?
They lied as they did in their past. My concern was just getting the $5,000. If I didn't get it, cool. If I did, cool.
You don't care about them?
No.
Mr. Poker Face over here, it gets you a long way, the Poker Face there?
I guess.
That's how you get by? The Poker Face?
If that's what you want to call it.
Okay. Just head right down this way. All right, come on in here. You satisfied how this comes out? You didn't look too cool in the whole thing either, except at the end you got together and came down on the person.
Well, I won a long time ago when I got rid of him. When I got him out of my life and out of my children's life. I feel like that was a win in itself, just it all being behind me.
So you really think you've learned your lesson?
Yes.
This will never happen to you again?
No.
Hello in the back there, Leah. How about you? Have you learned yours?
Oh, yes.
What have you learned?
I don't think there's enough time to say what I've learned.
What do you think looking across the courtroom at that guy?
He's just,
The judge
she hit it right on the head.
evil. To hide behind the Bible like that is disgusting.
Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, if a relationship becomes such a one-way street that you're basically giving and giving and giving to buy somebody's love, you gotta believe it. It is never gonna work out in the end. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.